Are you dreaming to be an IAS officer? Then follow your dreams. Dreams do come true. This is Kajol Jadhav and I am here to explain daily current affairs for UPSC Civil Services exam. India and US must leverage defense technology and trade initiative for mutual benefit. Why US is offering India an unprecedented lethal technologies? What is Defense Technology and Trade Initiative? What are the proposed objectives of Defense Technology and Trade Initiative DTTI? How should India and US leverage Defense Technology and Trade Initiative for their mutual benefit? GS Paper 2 Bilateral, Regional and Global Groupings and Agreements involving India and or affecting India's interests. In this video, you can find detailed answers for all the above questions. The above article has been retrieved from the Hindustan Times newspaper dated November 30th, 2017. What is the context about? America's unipolar movement in Asia might possibly be challenged by Chinese regional hegemony. The only realistic defensive wall against this outcome is a robust partnership between India and the United States, and even that is necessary but insufficient condition for a free and rules-based security architecture in the Indo-Pacific. This reality goes a long way to explaining why there is deepening friendship between America and India. Why US is offering India an unprecedented lethal technologies? American national security leaders look at the growing capability gap between the Chinese military and the militaries of neighboring states. US is concerned about the provocative and destabilizing imbalance of power. India's military services see gaps in India's military capabilities. This makes the provision of advanced American weapon system to India a common goal. Thus, the United States is offering unprecedented lethal technologies. What is Defense Technology and Trade Initiative? The DTTI mechanism was launched in 2012. It is not a treaty or a law. It is a flexible mechanism to ensure that senior leaders from our nations are persistently focused on the opportunities and challenges associated with growing our defense partnership. The first 4 projects under the DTTI were announced during President Barack Obama's visit to New Delhi as chief guest for the 2015 Republic Day celebrations. India and the US are currently working on 6 projects under the DTTI framework and 2 more American proposals are under the consideration. The whole idea of the DTTI was to cut through the government bureaucracies on the 2 sides. As a mechanism for defense cooperation, it has to focus on the advanced technologies. What are the proposed objectives of Defense Technology and Trade Initiative DTTI? The DTTI aims to transform the bilateral defense relationship into one that is limited only by independent strategic decisions rather than bureaucratic obstacles or inefficient procedures. Strengthen India's defense industrial base by moving away from the traditional buyer-seller dynamic toward a more collaborative approach. Explore new areas of technological collaborations from science and technology cooperation through co-development and co-production. Expand US-Indian business ties. How should India and the US leverage Defense Technology and Trade Initiative for their mutual benefit? To do so, the DTTI dialogues should include participation by Indian officials who represent the interest of India's military services. This would include the Indian Secretary of Defence and Secretary of Defence Industrial Policy and Promotion. The Indian government should use the DTTI to formally communicate to both the US government and American defense industry. In concert, the US government could then develop policies and security procedures that allows for maximum allowable technology release to India. The DTTI agenda should be set to correspond with India's strategic partnership acquisition procedures. The next major opportunity for outcome-driven US-India defense engagement is the 2+2 when the US Secretary of Defense and Secretary of the State meet together with India's Minister of Defense and the Minister of External Affairs.